Who is it?
Who was that?
Mr. 100. You are live.
There we go. Get on his ass.
I'm just tripping at you though, Lux, because on one page, when you on the phone with somebody, you say one thing. Now I'm watching you sit here and say,
I can't even hear
oh
him.
yeah, that's on Wack. Even you knew I didn't want to fuck with dude. Dude been disrespectful. Adam act like he didn't know, but now he's saying I didn't see all this. He whooped my ass, all this.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't think Adam did see that.
Yeah, that sounds fake.
Now you not.
But no. He saw it since then.
Yes.
Now what I'm saying is, you up there acting like, oh, Wack just tripped out. If Wack, I've never said I don't want to sit out with nobody in that building.
No, you ain't. That's why I was surprised that this was even a thing. I never heard you say that.
Guess what? Adam chose to play a game that I told him as a man, hey, bro, I'm not cool with dude. I don't want to sit down with dude. No boy's cool. That's what you want to do, cool. I'm telling you, this is me. Because if I'd have told Adam, yeah, bring him in, then took off on him, then I'm wrong. Right?
No, for sure. You always talking about not bringing shit to the building. Any problems? Yeah.
But if I tell Adam, I can't do that, I don't want to fuck with dude, it's a problem, I'm still wrong?
No. You're not wrong.
Adam wrong.
So why you up here like, but look, you be two-faced, bro.
Yeah.
I'm watching you, you like, yeah, well, you know, I didn't break shit, but I break something.
I literally did not mention anything about you breaking.
Now you scared,
bro. No,
now you scared.
I didn't know.
Now
I
you
didn't
scared.
even know he broke anything.
I've been saying it all the time to Adam.
I didn't know the fuck he broke.
Nobody told me that day nothing broke, and I ain't picked up nothing broke nothing. Nigga, I wouldn't even
Pyru.
You were knocking shit over.
On Pyru.
In there, bro. So I'm taking it like Adam saying he takes no responsibility in nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't never tell him on April 15th, I don't want to fuck with dudes.
The responsibility is on the person who is acting violent and knocking over camera equipment, though.
One mic. Why you don't let him talk? One mic.
You said what you did was cool? You weren't not alive for nothing?
I mean, bringing two podcasters together on a podcast, what's wrong with that?
Did I not tell you I didn't want to sit down with dudes several times?
Yeah, but it's the same thing that you did to Spody Face, right?
What? No, definitely not.
It's exactly the same.
Definitely not. No, it's not.
What's the difference?
Because DC Baby Draco has never disrespected Spody Face.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
For sure he did.
No emotion.
So you justifying it.
No emotion.
I'm just saying you did the same thing I did. We both ran a play. You're just way more emotional about it.
Spody Face never told me he didn't want to sit down with DC Baby Draco.
I think it was implied when he was making all those videos about him.
Did I not text that to you on April 15th?
I don't know. I'd have to review my text.
It's on your text.
Either way, I learned from the best. I saw what you did to Spody Face with DC, and I figured that you would be down for some of the same antics. I don't know why it has to be so serious.
Because nigga almost got killed, nigga.
But he almost got killed because Wack can't handle himself and just do a podcast.
I've been a man with more responsibilities longer than you. If a man tells you, I don't want to do that, that's that man being responsible.
But that doesn't justify you lashing out in violence.
Oh my God.
You got a Mexican he go through to me.
What?
You got a Mexican popping lush. Even you knew it. Didn't I tell you? Don't bring that dude around me, bro. I don't want to fuck with him. Did I not tell you that?
Yup.
I know, and I can acknowledge that, yeah, I brought him around you and you had said not to or whatever, but that doesn't justify you going on a Godzilla-style rant, knocking cameras over and trying to fight him.
You just like everybody else.
You should have just done a podcast.
Wait.
Oh, my
So
God.
you saying if a man tell you what he doesn't want to be around, you're saying you can make that decision, and when shit happens, you don't got no responsibility?
Well, I just think the responsibility falls on the person who is lashing out and acting violent. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, my God. That's how they be for real.
You lied to that dude and tell him I was with it, that it was cool.
The only thing I told Moose was that I would make sure that you didn't hurt him.
What?
Did you
Which you did.
say anything?
Before or after?
I need some wood.
Bro, so you telling me You didn't tell that dude that Wack was good with it. It was a play. I never knew shit.
I told Moose that I would make sure that you didn't hurt him. That's it.
But you couldn't make sure that. You ain't no.
But I did.
I'll stop me. Adam, you can't stop me. You scared to even fight for yourself.
But I did stop you.
Me,
But I did. I made sure you didn't do anything.
Adam, you cannot stop me, bro. I will beat you.
But I did.
5 seconds. Hey, look, I'll put 100,000 now that I will knock you out in 5 seconds.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to fight you. I'm just saying that I did. I protected Moose because I am a protector.
You didn't stop me, bro. I stopped me. You ain't stopped shit. You put that kid in harm's way by even telling him to come up there. I stopped me. You can't stop me.
Well, I got you to stop yourself then.
Wack, like you.
Nothing happened. He was safe.
We've definitely seen you get into it with different people, but this seems like this was the most mad.
Face to face, man.
No, exactly. Well, this is the most mad that I've ever seen you before. You feel me? Like ever.
Listen, okay. So if a man
Think about that.
tells you prior to, hey, I'm not up to this.
Yeah, no, I mean, like
It's the same thing you did to Spody Face. It's content.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. It's not that serious. Wack, you would have a point. You would have a point if it was like somebody that was a threat or somebody that you had like real legitimate beef with. But it wasn't someone serious. It wasn't somebody that you need to worry about in a physical sense. And so as a result, you're overreacting and it's silly.
Hey, listen, Lush is not a threat to me. I know Lush. I don't know this.
But you already knew he was a non-affiliate. You already know that he's got no criminal record. He's not a violent guy. He's just a podcaster.
Lush, does a non-affiliate mean you can't harm a motherfucker?
Right, but he's not like that. He's not like that. He's never done nothing to nobody. He's not on that.
Yo, Lush, what about, you do a whole lot of talking when ain't nobody there, so you saying, because you know him, and I'm telling you in the text, I don't know this dude, I don't wish to be around him. I don't want to be around him.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
I was just doing what you did to Spody Face.
No, it's not.
I learned from the best.
DC, baby, hey, yo, Adam, you gonna fuck around and get yourself hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Why you always got to turn everything to a violent thing? You can't threaten me, Wack. I don't give a. Don't threaten me with violence. I don't care. You're not going to hurt me.
You a bitch.
You're gonna play that game. Hey, bro, you sit here as like a little kid, and I said, you know what? I blindsided. He told me he didn't want to do that. He told me. On April 15th, the dude texted me like a man and said, hey, bro, I'm not up to that. Because I know it's going to go somewhere.
I know, and I did a play for content because I think he's a good podcaster, and I wanted to get you guys on the same podcast. And it's exactly the same thing that you glorified when you did it to Spody Face, so you can't take the moral high ground here.
Hey, check this out. You can't find one clip where DC Baby Draco had ever disrespected Spody Face prior to that.
I don't know, but I assume that it's out there.
I bet you can't.
So what?
DC Draco had ever disrespected Spody Face, and I wasn't Spody Face podcast anyway. The owner of the podcast knew the nigga was coming.
Draco, baby Draco had a gun on him. Mooseman doesn't even get down like that. Mooseman's chilling. Mooseman's just a regular guy.
I don't think Mooseman's gonna park.
You acting like Mooseman is some serious threat is hilarious.
But Wack can actually stop some shit, though. Wack politic, he can actually stop some shit. You don't got the power to stop
I'd
shit.
rather listen to Wack than you.
What about what I'm saying you don't hear? I don't know this motherfucker.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
I guess at that point, I get.
Talking about what he gonna do to me. This is a man.
He didn't say he was going to beat you up. I don't know where you got that from.
To be, yeah, no, he didn't like make a direct threat, but he, like, I could see why Wack is like, yo, why is this guy saying this?
Well, Lush, two faces of.
No, I mean, I said that to Moose earlier.
He did say he was ducking up and down.
He didn't say what he was gonna do to me.
Is that footage out there? I don't think so.
What did he say about what he gonna do to you? Like, because from what I saw, he made like a comment like, oh, like that guy's not gonna do nothing. Like that 5 foot, you know, whatever he said. You feel me? Like that's what I recall.
Yeah, that midget.
All right, well, hold on. So, he was on a marathon. He was on all kind of shows.
You just think that because you
Yes,
just
I can't
you
keep track
just
of all that, bro.
yo, but Wack, you just think that because you just look at all these clips that Flacco sends you.
Listen, bro. Listen. Just because y'all don't hear the kid, this is why I told Adam I don't want to be around you. Because I see what he popping.
And I did a play, just like the ones that you always do, and it was a good time. But you flipped out a little too much. You should have just potted with him.
Like, that's all it is. But if it goes,
Hey, bro, so you telling me we can go try this shit again with me? What you saying?
I mean, by trying this shit with you, you mean bringing around somebody on a podcast who's not a threat, not on anything violent at all. It just really doesn't seem like a big deal, and it seems like you're just overreacting, and then you've got all these people that are like justifying it as if you have the like it's such a serious threat.
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfucker tell you who's a threat to you?
I mean, nah.
Nah. They eat this
It's Mooseman.
He's a gummy bear.
He's a Yuri mod.
Yeah,
He's
like,
chilling.
I mean, keeping in mind, this is the same guy that when you got into it, he was talking about the police and shit. Bro.
Exactly. So why did you feel the need to try to fight him when you could have just talked to him?
If you throw meat
yeah.
in there with a lion gonna eat the meat.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? No.
If I know I'm not in the good space with you, I don't know you been talking shit, disrespecting my name. Why would I put myself in a space where I know I'm a trick, where niggas a threat to the police or whatever? I don't. That's why I don't go hang out in the projects.
Okay, but you're like comparing it to some street or whatever. He's just a regular guy. He's just a podcaster. There's no reason to be violent with him. Like I can't believe you're acting like you were in the right for trying to fight this random guy.
No, here we can watch the clip right here. It's 11 seconds long.
man, you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. But if it goes left, bro, are you willing to? We can squabble up. Wax a short little fat motherfucker talking like this.
What?
We can, okay,
What?
you just say we can squabble.
And
up.
you put him in the room with the niggas say they can fight? What the f is wrong with
I
you,
mean,
nigga?
he's short and fat.
And I don't even know this nigga.
So what?
You puppet master.
Listen,
He's a podcaster. He called you short and fat. Who the f cares?
You's a puppet master.
But Adam, what? Okay, so just to play devil's advocate, how do you feel like because like this is your partner that you do a show with, it's a cracking show, you want to keep the relationship cool? Does that make you not want to do that again because it makes him upset?
I mean, but the whole thing, I just feels like a double standard that like he does this to people, like, and he brings people together that are like street dudes. I brought him around a dude who's a regular guy that ain't on no violence.
you're a liar. I've never taken people to no jumper who ain't supposed to be there.
There's been a bunch of times where you showed up with people to do the podcast that you knew that I did not want to do the podcast with at the last second, and I just rolled with it because it's not that big a deal. When you brought the Greedo ops from Grape Street, Gooch and them, like you knew that was awkward for me, and I just rolled with it and didn't make a big deal of it.
Awkward for you.
Huh? Because I have a relationship with Greedo, and then you brought dudes on. You didn't tell me, and then all of a sudden we're sitting down with dudes who are just going to shit on Greedo the whole time. That's an example of you doing something that's way more serious than me bringing Moose around, and I didn't make a big deal about it, and you lashed out and tried to fight him like a psychopath.
This is Blue Chew Gold.
Man, I should have just beat your ass when I was
Exactly. All you can do is threaten violence because you can't communicate with your words. You should have had a conversation with Moose, and then I just 100% checkmated you. Wack, listen to me. I just checkmated you so bad, and your one response is, oh, I should have beat your ass. You're not going to beat my ass, and you can miss me with that.
Man, stop talking tough. You weren't talking tough when I was in there. You was
You're not going to hit me. You're not going to punch me. Stop even alluding to it because you know it's not going to happen. And you know that if you do, I got 911 on speed dial, just like Mooseman. Dead homies.
Adam, you have made a few great mistakes over the last couple of years, brother. That
Oh, you
shouldn't
playing,
say.
boy. You supposed to be your ass to be grass, nigga.
I'm trying to listen to him, Unk. What?
But the fact that you think you can do it how you want to do it is crazy.
I did the same thing that you do all the time, and you have absolutely no right to stand on any kind of fake-ass moral high ground here because the that I did to you was so much less serious than that I've seen you do a million times, and just because you're overreacting about it and acting as if it was super serious doesn't mean that it actually was super serious.
Listen, I respected you in that room, believe it or not, because it could have went a whole lot another way.
Right, but the fact that you even thought about hitting him is so stupid and fried, bro.
This is what I'm going to tell you. I respected you in that room, and you know...
No, you didn't. You didn't respect me. You jumped out of your seat and tried to fight him. That's disrespectful.
You don't even fight for yourself. You can't stop me. I'll stop me.
I did stop you.
No, you can't, Adam.
You were stopped.
If I wanted to.
I don't care. You're not going to whoop my ass. Stop saying it because you're full of
I'm telling you, if I wanted to get the dude, you can't stop me if I was really wanted to, bro.
But I did stop you. The fact that you even attempted to hit him is the problem. I'm not going to congratulate you because you didn't follow through with whooping this random non-affiliate's ass, okay? You want to medal because you didn't fight him. I'm not going to do that. The fact that you tried to fight him in the first place is the problem. And the fact that so many people make apologies for you acting like a child is the problem.
You stopping me? Man, fuck you, white boy. You the child.
See, great point. Great bar right there. You sound like a preschooler.
Stopping me is you fight me back when I got off on Adam. You couldn't have stopped me. I stopped me, brother.
Well, you didn't do anything at the end of the day, but you tried, and that's annoying.
Man, you did.
Grow up.
And you know,
Learn to have a conversation instead of trying to fight Mooseman because you're scared. Because you know that if you have whack, you know that if you do an actual podcast with Mooseman and you just have a conversation, no insults, just logic and facts, that he's gonna you up. And that's why you have to act like a kid and jump out of your chair and try to fight him.
right up, hey, yo, Lush, he did it, and everything he said made no sense. You didn't watch it?
No, I watched it.
Because you were babbling the whole time.
Didn't you say make sense?
No, here's the one thing that I'm like, so didn't you guys wind up chopping it up for like a couple hours afterwards, and wasn't it cool by
I
the
did
end?
that for Adam, but here go the thing, bro. I did that for Adam. I could have left. I could have, when my homie showed up, I could have head nodded them and let them do what they did. I didn't. Adam, no, I respected his hand. Even he seen the look on his face.
But again, this is you wanting a medal for not beating up a random podcaster who called you short and fat on a podcast.
Hey, Adam, I come in contact with more random non-affiliates than affiliates. In this world, people that shoot up movie theaters and churches are non-affiliates. Stop putting it on gang members like they the only...
Okay, maybe I should be more specific. The fact that he's not an affiliate is not what matters. The